Welcome back, you expletive deleted, to another exciting day of Let's Play Aidyn Chronicles. I am Chezni, your host to the realms of madness and beyond. Let's take a dive into the world again and have some fun. Oh yeah. So let's go walk down to Talawak and we'll teach Brenna some magics, but what do we do along the way? Sing campfires songs and such, I suppose. I hope everyone is having a good time in wherever land that you are at your current point of existence. Funny how videos work like that, right? But things are going well here. So hopefully, we'll just have a real solid day of Aidyn Chronicles with no crashes. Hear me, game? Don't crash on me, game. Oh, anyhow, at any rate, let's just enjoy a nice walk through the countryside. The weather in Aidyn is pleasant today at a cool 96 degrees. Partly cloudy with a chance of your own spirit walking around and accosting you at random locations, but aside from that, Rabisat has been not seen around as much lately. This just in, the zombies in Darkling Bog are throwing a party. Supposedly Shamsuk the Wizard is dead. Humans have nothing to say on the matter, and the Mirari only giggle. More on this at the top of the hour. You think we can cut through this big old mountain? Chezni, get your eyes adjusted. It's not a big old mountain. It's barely a cliff. Yeah, it looks like we can cut around it. Assuming we can get down off of this ledge. Yes, good, good. No one wants to take the winding path around. This is Talawak and not Port Said, right? I sure hope so. Otherwise I'm going to be very disappointed. Yeah, this is Talawak. Or is it? Gosh darn it! No, Port Said has that weird walkway around the edge. Yeah, and the lighthouse. No, this is Talawak. Oh, we should probably look for some regents while we're here, too. Let's take a gander at our inventory. 65 spice, 43 gemstones. Yeah, the spice is fine. If we had 60 gemstones, I wouldn't worry about it, but the 40 kind of bothers me. I think there's got to be some place around here that sells stuff. I hope it's this one? No, this is the armor lady. I have a real hard time remembering where any of the salesmen are in this place, since the main buildings here all just kind of look the same. Na 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 na. I'll stop. You know, did we ever get a good look at this school from the outside? Yeah. It's actually kind of small. I'm used to the grand towers in Paladin's Quest. We'll just... wait, what am I doing? We could pick up Godric. We'll take Godric along for a little while. Hey, buddy. Godric, it's really you. Yeah? Alaron, you don't have any idea what I've been able to learn. Even I don't. How many times have I given that line? Well, okie dokie. Alright, you're with the group. Let's get going. Godric is probably just like... guys? I'm like super low level. I don't have any skills. Well, I don't know why you'd want to take me. He's literally equipped with a dagger and cloth armor. He's level 2. This guy needs some work. He knows dragon flames. That's kind of neat. Alright, we'll just take him along for fun. The poor old guy needs to get out every now and then. Alright, so we're just here to learn Fireball. That's all we're here for. We don't need any alchemy skills or anything like that. I suppose... No, we don't really even need any of these. Nope. But the guy who teaches Fireball's on the 2nd floor, right? One of these random rooms. Oh, Alaron, get up the stairs. Oh, no, 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 no. Cancel, cease, desist, stop. I swear one of these is a door. Just kidding, none of these are a door. Or maybe this one, I guess. Come on, where's the prof? It's you, right? Hope it's you. Oh man, wait, is Fireball a... Crap, is it a Mirari spell? Gosh darn it. That's really disappointing. It's probably not even worth it to learn Dragon Flame. What is the difference between Dragon Flame and Lightning? I wish I knew. Dragon Flame actually has a lower spell requirement, or wizard requirement. It seems to be the only difference. Okay, so I can kind of see maybe if they made certain spells weaker than others, if one has a much higher or a much lower wizard requirement, but the difference between wizard level 1 and wizard level 2 is practically non-existent. Did we ever find out where this thing goes? No. Pity. I was hoping it would take us back to the Mirari. Alright, I guess Brenna just won't learn Fireball. That's fine. I mean, it's not really fine. I really wanted her to learn it, but I suppose it's fitting. It at least creates a little bit of uniqueness among the characters. Even if it just means she's casting a weaker version of elemental damage. Go ahead and head out into the purple-skied night. Because I am not walking back to Airman. It's not happening. We're just gonna go down to Ugarit, I think. I know I just keep saying that, like, thanks, Chez, can you give us a little bit more interesting info? But no, sorry, I got nothing. We're gonna go down there, and I'm just gonna have to hope the game recognizes that as the next logical step in where we need to go, because if it doesn't, you know, we might just go back to Araman. Do you sell herbs and whatnot, lady? No. The heck's an ironwood staff? Useless. Useless. That's sort of the problem. I think, I mean, for its time, for its platform, for its system, etc., etc., Aidyn Chronicles has a ton of skills for you to learn. I mean, sure, there are games out there that have more. There are games that came out before Aidyn Chronicles that had more skills for you to learn. But in general, it's got a lot of stuff for you to learn for your characters. But inevitably, the problem sort of becomes that they all kind of learn everything. they each have limitations based on just what skills they can or can't learn. For example, you know, Brenna will never wear a shield, but you take a look at just Brenna's core class stats, I guess you could call them. You know, she's 10 in Wizard, 10 in Warrior, 10 in Thief. There's no variety there. Characters aren't really going to need to equip different weapons as long as you can acquire the same weapon. I'm explaining that one poorly. What I mean is, if we could find 4 Warfangs, we would just equip everyone with 4 Warfangs. It's... unless they can't learn the sword skill. So essentially, it just kind of makes it feel like if you can learn a weapon class, you're just going to equip the best weapon in that class. Regardless of which character you are, regardless of what your character tries to do. We could equip Alaron with Warfang. We could equip, you know, Rita with Warfang. It wouldn't matter. I think Rita can learn sword skills. Maybe. So it's interesting, we found a roaming chaos squadron here. Yeah, confirmed Rita knows sword. We just gave her the staff to make her feel more wizardy. Arguably, we'd probably have been better off if we gave her a weapon not in the pole category. Pole seems to be the worst weapon category in general. It seems to have the fewest weapons available, and their weapons deal the least amount of damage. Alright, we have Godric. Oh man. Shoot, we actually have to protect him. Oh man, if these are the casters... No, these are troopers. Man, if these were stormers, and they cast lightning on... Oh crap, wait, what's going on? Oh right, the scouts can attack from a distance. So this has now become the Keep Godric Alive game. Let's just heal him. He is so happy to be drinking that potion. Yeah, right. New game rules, guys. We just lose if Godric dies. Doesn't matter if the rest of the party is alive. The game's just over. Which means we should focus on the scouts, really. Since they're the ones with long-range attacks. I feel like Godric is just wandering aimlessly on the battlefield, chugging his own concoctions. Yeah? What's everyone doing? I don't quite understand. Is that a giant enemy crab? Godric, over here, you senile old fool. Yeah? You said we should go take a dip in the pool? No, Godric, gosh, just stand over there. We have something we need to take care of. I really should. I know this playthrough alone has taken us so long, and here I am thinking of future playthroughs. Thinking, like, I really should just use Godric sometime. He's a great character. Wait, so if he knows Dragon Flames, does that make him an elemental wizard as well? Oh, he is, and he's lunar aspect. Would you look at that? Okay, so that's where we can get our lunar aspected character really early. I'm kind of surprised they didn't make Brenna lunar. But for whatever reason they didn't. Okay. One moment, I hear like thumping. Yeah, sorry about that. That's just apparently an artifact of the mic. I need to look in to see if I need to test the mic on a different computer to see if it's the mic or my computer. Yeah, so I tested out the mic by wrapping it in a pillow, and I still get these artifact noises. So I am sorry if you hear a little bit of rumbling. I unfortunately cannot eliminate it. It's not a fan, it's not anything in the background, it's the mic picking up noise that isn't there. We have the hooting of an owl. Here's some footsteps to our right, which we'll promptly avoid. Anyway, having left Talawak, we're just going on a straight shot right into Terminor. And then we'll go right past Terminor and to Ugarit using the path, I believe past the troll, wasn't it? The troll that was guarding the... Wait, the path just ends here. Leads us straight into the Darkling Bog, I see. Yeah, I recognize this place. Perhaps we should... Oh, right, before I got sidetracked, I was looking at Godric's gear. Perhaps we should equip Godric with some actual stuff. Anyone can equip the Chaos Robes, since they're cloth armor. What am I saying? You're not restricted armor types in this game. That's the other issue. It's like, at least maybe Warrior should dictate what weight of armor you wear, or something like that. I'm not sure. I suppose they tried to do that by implementing the dexterity penalty. What am I doing? I just keep going back and forth between these boots as if there's a choice. Boots of Speed's clearly the correct one to go for. Do double rings of healing. Godric can wear the Heart of Elisheva. We might as well give it to him. Sure, he'll just wear the Helm of Tempests. Like a kingly hero of some kind. The Mari Cloak, I guess? Merc Belt. We have any gloves for the man? Plate gauntlets. Yeah, see, this is the problem. A lot of this gear that we're equipping is stuff that we've only really found one item for the slot, or one useful item. I suppose plate gauntlets, you can technically take the other one. I can't remember what it is, but it increases the damage that you do. But you just have those two choices, and then for the rest of the game, you basically don't find any gear for that slot. Wait, did we not teach Alaron control zombie? Wait. Oh, right, the game crashed, and then we didn't get... Okay, so we gotta reteach Alaron those two, but other than that, we're good. Oh, we need to equip Brenna with that rope. Here we go. I feel like Godric should equip the frozen, or the poison dart. He does have the throne ability. We'll give him the frozen doom wand. What about Elisheva's scythe? Can he equip that? No, because he doesn't have hafted. Alright. Good enough. We'll have him cast Crushing Death with the Heart of Elisheva in the next fight, just to see what it does. I'm not sure if spells that are cast based off of an item, I don't know if they use the player's stats or not. So if they use Godric's stats, I guess it'll be fairly impotent. Oh! That's a... What are those called? Not lieutenants. Lieutenants are the ones with the two-bladed things. These are slayers? What's a slayer doing out here? I do want to pick a fight with this guy. Yeah, just a slayer and 2 scouts. I was kind of hoping for something more. Like a couple lieutenants, perhaps. Oh well. Actually, we shouldn't even be stabbing the slayer. We should just go over and cast Wall of Bones on everything. Yeah, here we go. Just get out of here, scout. You're not welcome here anymore. So, okay, so admittedly, Wall of Bones, pretty powerful spell. It's basically just instant death on one target. I got a little scared there. The game froze. Thought we were gonna lose it. Come on, we want Godric to come up. He has to cast Crushing Death, whatever the heck that is. Come on, let's see it. Alright, Godric, show us how it's done. Show us this Crushing Death. Yeah, cast it on that guy. Oh, it worked. Whoa! Did like 24 damage. Wait, he's got a symbol above his head now. Or does he? Is that just a lingering hand from the Crushing Death spell? Yeah, it must have just been a lingering hand. Okay, so, I mean, for a level 2 character, he's dealing more than Alaron. Damage-wise, I mean. Now, whoop. Lost my headset. Now the question is, when you cast spells from an item, does it cost stamina? It doesn't look like it, although he could have just healed up that stamina because of the rings of healing he's wearing. Realistically, I mean, we might as well just tune up Godric while we've got him. If he's going to be a Crushing Death bot, we might as well just increase his dex. Let him get that turn a little quicker. Plus, I suppose casting from an item also has the added benefit of not using a spell regent. It's not really the monetary cost of the regent that's important, so much as it is, at this moment, just the ability to cast it without using one. I didn't have the patience to go find a gemstone seller in Talawalk. Did we even find one in Terminor? Perhaps there was, it just didn't leave enough of an impact on me to pay attention. Although from some of these fights we've been getting... Oh! Well, I didn't expect this. Anyway, what I was going to say is from some of these fights we've actually been acquiring a couple gemstones and spices. Anyway, alright, let's do a unexpected cinematic. Guess who? Godric. Now look, kid, don't you say another word. Where have you been? Did you hear about Crawdaw? I think did you hear about Crawdaw is pretty interesting. Only that he was trying to save your life. Well, that's true. I've been worried about you ever since. I've never been named. Never been named? You'd better take care of that first thing. Yeah, thanks, Godric. We've been trying. I need to find a namer. Crawdaw said to ask Zaratos? Wait, he did? I don't remember that. Did Crawdaw say to ask Zaratos? Zaratos is the king of the Jundar. So that would actually stand to reason that we need to go to the king at this point. What do you know about naming ceremonies? I need to find a namer. Let's go with Crawdaw said to ask Zaratos. You mean the Jundar? I heard they're great magicians. Some of these wizards seem to think of them that way. No one's seen a Jundar in a while. They, lost that war, and then they took it pretty hard. Holed up in that desert somewhere, aren't they? That, a crazy palace? All the, Power? Stardust! Now that you mention it, they can cast a nice star spell. They know too much about the light for their own good, though. Did you ever suspect I had no true name? No! You know what that means, don't you? It means I can learn magic. It means big trouble. Mago. All that sort of... Sort of what? Tragedy. That's what. Don't even think about it. Say, why don't we travel together for a while? He's talking like he's not here. I wonder if you would get this cinematic if you hadn't picked up Godric. Which means that, like, we just happened to pick up Godric, but we would have ran into Godric here anyway. This is kind of silly because we already have Godric. Godric. They even recognize it! Ah! That's great! Okay, that is an amazing way to reuse that cinematic. Because I'm sure if we didn't have Godric, we probably would have gotten this cinematic. But they were like, okay, if he's still in the group, now it just looks like he's some senile fool, which is perfectly in character for Godric. Godric, you're part of the group. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's funny. You know, sometimes Aidyn Chronicles is janky, and then some other times they pull a pretty good one on you. They've got something clever in there. At any rate. Well, say hello to the unidentified ruins that we still can't confirm whether that's Pome or not. Otherwise, we'll just keep walking. Apparently, we walked through the entire night. Through rain and snow! Nobody knows where the party goes. Where the wind blows. Oh, noes! We gotta do a fight. Spirit wolves? Wasn't expecting that one. Oh, right. Right. Again, it's the Protect the Godric fight. So, do we have to worry about anyone with a ranged attack? I don't think so. Spirit wolves early on are threatening as far as being a physical attacking unit. What is this? StarCraft? Fire Emblem? As far as an enemy that can just straight up murder you, they do tend to be pretty dangerous. At this point, though, unless they somehow travel across the entire map and make it to Godric, we don't really have anything to worry about. Plus, they're just gonna sit here and cast their silly exhaustion spell over and over again anyway, which we've already discussed means that they will never break out of this loop in their AI, and it will just continue. Forever. And ever. Much like all of these random battles. Alright, well, we could Wall of Bones one, but funnily enough, that would actually prevent reinforcements from entering the fight. And I want reinforcements to enter the fight, so that we can kill them faster. So we won't Wall of Bones. We'll have Godric. The range on Crushing Death is pretty short. Look at that. I love that. I love that Godric just rolls into the party and just starts casting Death Hand on everything. I don't even think Alaron knows Crushing Death. What is it? I think Kitterak. Wasn't Kitterak like the only thing that tried to cast Crushing Death on us? Heaven knows maybe Shemsuk would have cast Crushing Death if he would stop trying to cast Weakness on everyone. Oh right, Rita doesn't have actually spells that can damage people. It's okay, I won't make fun of Rita. Her brilliant spell is amazing. I think part of the problem with naming magic, aside from, you know, many of the things we've already discussed, is that by its nature, it tends to raise a lot of defensive stats. Or rather, it just raises stats in general. Like it raises int, which is very good, don't get me wrong. But it raises endurance. Doesn't it raise something else? Or is that literally it? Anyway, it seems focused on raising things that don't directly allow you to... they don't directly affect the fight, right? They affect the characters. Which means a lot of times in combats like these, it's not going to help us if we can raise our stats. We're already going to win this fight. So it kind of feels like she can't really participate in the way that her class is meant to participate as. But you could say the same thing if we had a fighter in the group too. Like Beckon can't even learn magic at all. And so in fights like these, he is relegated to just kind of standing around, hitting whatever's close to him with an axe, and then letting everyone else with the ranged weapons finish things up. Of course, I say that, and we've piloted Rita across the entire map at this point, so maybe I'm just babbling nonsense. I'll let this bat get away. Godric, you're already part of the party. Well, right! Exactly! Isn't that what I said? Hello? Where am I? Alright, so we encounter the spirit again. This time, let's go ahead and do the fight. I think every time we've encountered the spirit, I've just not done the joining fight with him. I'm not entirely certain why. I can't remember how to trigger it. I know if you choose, you want to fight, you'll get one, but I kind of don't want to agitate the spirit. So we're going to ask how. 2 energies, 2 spins, reach out, don't try to frighten me, join, and we'll say, yeah, join. Here is my hand. Yeah, and okay, we do get into the fight with the spirit. Now, so this is a somewhat interesting fight. It's not really even a fight, it's more just like an event. So anytime you try to move with your characters, you see, of course, you get this message, Brenna is caught in the vortex of the shadow, so we can't move anymore. Same with all our characters. We can try over and over again to move Alaron closer and closer. We actually want to... Wait, what? What? Oh, that was very weird. Okay, I guess for a second there I thought maybe because Godric was wearing the heart of Elisheva he could move freely, but no, apparently he just wasn't close enough to the spirit for it to matter. It doesn't even look like it's giving us the option to throw things. What if we cast Answer? What about Immolation? Cast that on the spirit? No. The spirit isn't even targetable, and as you see, we just take damage the closer we get to the spirit. We also can't use potions. And so I'm going to move our characters away because moving closer is just kind of a death sentence. Yeah, we still failed to apply the potion even in our rather outside the control of the shadow vortex. Anyway, if we get further and further away, we should take less damage, I believe. I don't believe getting up close to the spirit does anything. We could try it, I suppose. I wonder if we can lay on hands. Can we heal with herbs? We're not using herbs for anything. Nope, fails to perform the healing. Alright, we'll try to push Alaron forward. Maybe he'll live? I don't know. Seems like a risky gamble, but what's the worst that could happen, right? We could just die and have to... Holy damage! Yeah, alright. Let's just go ahead and flee the fight. It's not really anything useful we can do here. Anyway, that's the joining fight. You can't get close to the spirit. The closer you get, the more damage you take, which is symbolic. Or symbolic's the wrong word. It's representational of the fact that Alaron just can't join with his other half. Like he would die if he tried. I don't know if we can find the spirit again and get a different dialogue with him. Maybe. There we go. Hey, friend. Yeah. Doesn't look like he says anything different, so. To Ugarit! Oh, we don't want to fight a tomb rat. else we can come on? Can we sneak past? Maybe? No. He already saw us. But yeah, so that one conversation with Godric seems to be the only hint, aside from the fact that Crawdaw had mentioned apparently that we needed to talk to Zaratos. I don't remember him saying that. Now, it was a long time ago, and if he had mentioned Zaratos, I don't know if that name would have stuck out to me and meant anything. I guess we could go back and watch the videos to see, but I don't remember him mentioning Zaratos. But the fact that Godric brought it up does seem to kind of indicate that that's where we do really need to go. Although Godric was right, they're masters of the star magic, which isn't naming magic, so I don't know how they can help us. Godric is certainly no namer. Something interesting that I hadn't considered before. Rita is rather unique in that she is a naming wizard. Because if we are to believe what was said about the naming wizards being targeted, Shemsuk said that all the naming wizards were dying. Rita might actually be a bit of a hot commodity right now. Like, after the events of the game, her skills would probably be in high demand, and she might even, having gained so much experience and power and ability while traveling with Alaron, might even just kind of take command of, as the head authority of the naming wizards. Bowden, I think, is a naming wizard. They at least imply that he can do the ceremony in some way or another. Of course, Shamsuk laughs when Alaron even mentions it, calling him a mediocre herbalist, but Bowden probably is a rather experienced or seasoned naming wizard, but I don't know if he's... Well, he lacks the youth of Rita, and I don't think he was ever pressed to vastly increase his abilities. He just kind of... He certainly, well, I don't know. That's not a fair thing to say, because he's mentioned along the likes of... He's mentioned alongside the likes of Ardra and Ferris and all of that, right? I think so. So perhaps when Shamsuk called him a mediocre herbalist, it was another one of Shamsuk's hyperboles in an attempt to twist the truth to meet his own perception of reality, such that he insinuated that Talawak was precious to Alaron, even though it wasn't. Specifically precious, anyway. So what do you suppose... I know we're beating a dead horse here, or raising a dead horse from the dead. But what do you suppose Shamsuk even wanted from Poem? He said that they wouldn't help him. What did he expect them to do for him? We don't really get any information about what he was looking for there. It's not like anybody told us anything specifically important about Poem, other than it was just a mining village. Gosh darn it, I thought we bypassed this silly wizard. Sorcerer, spellweaver, caster, whatever. At least there's only 4 of them. Yeah, Rita is doing work with that flame staff, though. Can't really say that... I said earlier that the pole weapon type was the weakest, but that Belcor's flame staff is really, seems really strong. As long as your enemy isn't immune to fire, you've got no real disappointment when you use it. Anyway, at this point, we're just sweeping through old Chaos minions. Come on, Godric, get a little closer. Wow, and the accuracy on that Crushing Death spell is quite prominent. He has yet to cast it on something and have them resist it. Wait a minute, does that mean Beckon could have equipped? He could run around casting, Crushing Death? Crushing Death! Such a fun name. You know, Final Fantasy is just called Death. Death 1, Death 2. Well, I guess it only had numbers in Final Fantasy 2. When each of your spells had levels, but whatever. But you know, in Aidyn Chronicles, you get Crushing Death. Sounds like a cracking good time. Shoutouts to Heroescape. Or Hero's Quest. Oh no, I can't remember what it is. The best thing about... What is it? The best thing about... It's Heroescape, right? Hero's Quest? The best... Oh no. I'll have to look that up later. Cracking good time. Okay, I guess I didn't need to worry about the regions. We're picking tons of them up from these fights, and we're not really using too many spells in return. Alright, so this is that super steep hill that eventually leads, I believe, to that troll bridge, right? This is like the steepest hill in the game. Steepest, biggest hill in the game. Man, we cleared out all the monsters here, and all we've been doing is running into more monsters. Admittedly, they seem a bit themed. It seems to be a lot more chaos minions. Probably they're trying to build that narrative that that with Shamsuk out of the picture, Rabasat is stirring again. This is a really nice part of the countryside, though. Really fun to look at. It's also possibly a part of the countryside that I'm the least familiar with. So I think we had to cross the bridge, didn't we, last time we came here? Because there wasn't another path? Oh, what's going on? Oh, wait, what? I did not expect to run into Ferris again. I thought this guy was gone. I thought he was just going to be like a little creeping voice in the back of your head that said, I'm somewhere in the world with this staff, but alright. That does it. Kill, 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 die, die, die. I feel like this is like the most mundane, like mundane zombie, like kill, kill, die, die. When are you zombies going to learn to obey? Die, die, meat, eat. You see this staff? You're supposed to listen. Kill now, eat, eat. I'm not throwing this light around for myself, you know. It's all for you. You don't appreciate me. So apparently Ferris is not having very much luck with the staff. Sometimes I wonder if you're even listening to me. When the planes collide, you want to be on the winning side, don't you? Kill, kill, kill! I would do a normal zombie voice, but it's just... I don't know why. The dialogue is too funny otherwise. And how do you show your allegiance? By running wild! Fire and confusion! By terrifying the villagers and the travelers! Well then, what do you have to say for yourself? Die, die, die? Well, that's it. I won't have it. I won't have people saying Ferris can't control a few of the undead. Eat, eat. Out. Get out of here. The staff is taking a nap. Do you hear? Eat, eat, die. Back to the grave for a while. The necromancer is closed. I'm closed. I don't know how to read Ferris when he's not rhyming. Closed! This is quite comical. Go on! Run wild with Pachangarat! Or on Rabisat! Go on! Go! Terrorize them for a while! Go on! And don't leave any bodies on your way out. Well, that was an interesting scene. So I suppose Ferris is, out and about. Just not having any luck with those zombies. It would at least explain why we found a couple of zombies walking around this area. I guess Ferris is raising them, but they aren't really listening to him. Go home, the necromancer is closed. So, I don't know if we can really say that Ferris is a good guy or a bad guy. So much as just a guy at this point. He commanded them to go fight Rabisat, which on the one hand is good, but he also told them not to leave any bodies. Which seems to be a rather chaotic command, because you would assume that that means the innocent as well as the guilty would be in the path of the raging zombies. I don't think we went here last time. This is pretty nice. Huh. Anyway. I don't think there's anything even here. I guess we can go down here, but there's not really a point to that. No, no, Alaron, no! You fool! There's probably nothing here, but you know, the spawn, not spawn, the field of view, no, not field of view, what is it called? The load distance. The load distance of treasure chests is so short sometimes that I feel like I have to actually walk to certain locations just to make sure there's nothing actually there. Yeah, I don't think we came here at all last time. But I don't know if we're gonna end up anywhere different. Wow, that's a party if I've ever seen one. Maybe we can use a stealth potion. I know, the stealth potions I say we're never gonna use. Alright, this is a flawless plan. We'll just walk right past them. Wish I could turn the camera while I'm doing this. I guess we could turn it like that, but the moment we start walking, it's just going to try to auto-correct behind us. Alright, I think we made it. So Ugarit is south. I mean, why not head south? Oh, we're getting some music. Okay, I really need to turn off my text messaging. Sorry about the random bings. Okay, we're gonna dispatch this random harpy, mostly because I want the peace of mind to be able to stand on this rock and look around without having it mess with us. Okay, how do I... Hang on. Let me figure this out. Okay, everything's under control. So it kind of feels like Beasts of the Land are weak to fire. I'm noticing a lot of rats, bats, things like that seem to take more fire damage. We do know that it's possible for characters to resist specific elements. We also know it's possible for there to be negatives on elements, like Elisheva's heart gives minus 25 physical, right? So it's not completely out of left field to think that perhaps certain monsters are weaker to fire than others. Perhaps we could also assume that... Oh, some gemstones. We can actually use these. Could also assume that lightning would be considered, what, wind? If lightning was wind, what is the helmet that we have Godric with, say? It's here somewhere. Yeah, air, not wind. So air 50. So perhaps lightning is an air spell. I think I considered that possibility last time we picked up the helmet itself. So I suppose that's another benefit of having multiple elemental damaging spells. Although fire and air just seem to kind of be it. There's no ice, unless you count Frozen Doom, but I don't think that's a recognized element in the game. Perhaps it's water? There are water elementals. And there is Earth Smite. So if we go off the traditional, 4-element rule, perhaps all elemental spells fall into one of those 4 elements. Air, earth, water, and fire. But it doesn't seem like there's a damaging water variant. There's just Frozen Doom, which perhaps counts as water? I'm not entirely sure. Probably the water elementals' regular attacks count as a water element. Oh dear. Alright, so it's live. We're fighting Stormers, I think. Godric is at risk. That seems good. Wow, that is a lot of damage. No, they're just troopers. So troopers can cast Earth Smite. Maybe it's Stormers that cast Lightning. Man, in the rain, we're dealing a lot of damage with fire. Alright, Godric, just give him the crushing death. Oh, sadness. Well, the reign of terror had to end at some point. Ugh, they're all the way on the other side of the map. I don't know what I was expecting. You guys could just leave. You go tell, go tell Rabasat to work the shaft. No. You're just gonna stay here and fight, aren't you? Yep. I would have Rita cast Dragon Flame, but it seems so impotent. Let's try it again. See if it is any better this time. No. It's a real pity. It's neat that the staff allows her to cast Dragon Flames, but it's almost never useful. 14 is okay, especially for a naming wizard. I mean, I think that's the takeaway. It isn't that useful, but it does let our naming wizard cast an elemental spell. Poorly. Yeah, when you compare it to Alaron's, I bet it's casting that Dragon Flame spell at like level 0 or level 1 or whatever. It's probably the big reason why it's just not doing very much. Man, does that mean that Godric is casting... Does that mean he's casting Crushing Death at level 1? Man, how much damage does Crushing Death deal? Because if a level 1 Crushing Death deals like upwards of 30 damage, what would a level 10 Crushing Death look like? 300 damage. We appear to be in a rather craggy area. Keep waiting to find that passage that we took back to the Darkling Bog. You remember the one. What now? Oh, alright. Cinematics are fine. What are you doing, guys? What are you looking at? You'll laugh. No, I won't. The way the road turns up ahead, it reminds me of the castle, the path by Gabriel's kitchen. I haven't thought of Gabriel in a long time. We were literally just at Guernia not that long ago, Brenna. You forget things on the road. Do we forget them? Or do we just stop thinking about them? You stop thinking about what you used to eat, what you used to say, but not the people. No, you don't stop thinking about them. Huh. Alright. Well, I suppose that's a cinematic alluding to... Well, not alluding, but reinforce... Oh, this harpy is just gonna make us fight her. Reinforcing the camaraderie between Alaron and Brenna being the kind of progenitor characters from the castle. I'm sure Rita has feelings for people at the castle too, but she's too busy studying magic and being angry at people bothering her to express those pesky emotions. So I guess we got confirmation it is Gabriel, not Gabriel. So with the Hellhound mixed into the fight, we aren't going to be able to take him out with spells. Or at least not Alaron's spells. I was hoping we'd roll a little bit higher on Dragon Flames here. Although I suppose 50 is pretty normal. Dragon Flames from the Hellhound. Is Godric out of range? Oh good, he is. Have at thee, foul beast! Wow. Really have at thee. Yeah, that last pass we did on the characters to give them 30 willpower really just made them immune to, like, every monster's spells. You actually got one. Oh no, why are you all the way over there? Wait, we know Earth Smite, don't we? Hey, here we go. Earth Smite at its finest. There you go. There's an edge case scenario where Earth Smite is actually usable. To target the one remaining Hellhound across the entire map to make him flee. I don't think lightning will reach from here. No. Hey, where'd you go? Oops, passed Alaron's turn on accident. Oh well, guess you live to fight another day, Hellhound. Alright, Godric, how do we make you semi-usable? I feel like first things first, we need to get you out of the danger zone. So, we'll give you 5 more HP. Which of these costs less to level up? Definitely stamina. Stamina is much cheaper. So stamina will be nice just for the flat HP. And we'll give you some dex. Correction, we'll give you 1 dex. Where are we headed? I'm actually kind of lost. North might take us back up to the path to the Darkling Bog. That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find that mountain pass we took to get to the Darkling Bog, just so I can use it as a point of orientation. Because I do not know where we are. Because I believe there was a certain point where we were walking around and we heard this music, and then I stopped the episode and said something like, "Oh, we have 3 paths." And then we took one of those paths and made it back to the Darkling Bog. So that's what we're looking for here. Is it this? Is this it? Getting some pine trees out here and some scraggly dead ones. Are we gonna get it? Oh, for a second I thought we were gonna get another cinematic. It's kind of been cinematic central. Sort of signifies that we are on the right track, though, doesn't it? Is it even worth lightninging you? Lightninging. What is that ringing sound? It's probably not even worth it to have Alaron throw things. Should just wall of bones to that one. Just get out of here. Yeah, so I didn't expect to be using Godric at this point of the game, I'll be honest. Kind of amazed at how quickly he's found his place in the party as this sort of weird mid-ranged damage dealer. He has to get kinda close to use Crushing Death, but at the same time it's still distant enough to be out of danger from melee attacks. Yeah, okay, this is it. This is the place, because we stopped like right up here. And then when we came back, we went that way. So let's go this way, I guess. It's quite the walk. Oh, there's a chest up here. Fancy. I wonder what's in here. Probably the Excalibur. Just some gemstones, but maybe it's a good thing we didn't find the shopkeeper who would sell them all. No, this is a dead end. I thought it kept going up the cliffside. Apparently not. That's fine. I suppose from here we're free to just kind of explore, well, explore whatever's down here. We have no need to go anywhere but south. I guess there really is just nothing down here. That's fine. So anyway, you can at least feel that the topography is changing quite a bit as we go further south, entering into a more barren-esque kind of location, and that does fall in line with the stories we've heard, because they said that Ugarit used to be a luscious forest before the fall of the Jundar. Can you really even call it the fall of the Jundar, so much as it was the uprising of humanity to break free of the shackles of slavery that the Jundar had imposed on them? Another chest. Another useless chest. We certainly have like so much gold. Like, oh my goodness, we have 444,900 gold. I had to count the digits to make sure we weren't in the millions. Hello, Mr. Bandit. Are you guarding a cave? You are. We will have to fight you, won't we? To see what's in that shiny cave of yours. So I'm going to do something different this time. Instead of having Alaron run at the enemy and cast, you know, whatever, let's have him start making his way over to the other side of the map, and he can actually, he's still in range to cast Dragon Flame on everything. Although that's a pretty low roll, but I think it's nighttime, so Godric will currently have the advantage. Yeah, what's that? You said you want to go pick some cabbage? No, Godric, just keep using the shriveled up heart of death you have around your neck. Alright, but it's saying weird voices to me in my head. I don't like it. It's freaking me out. You know? Godric, you already had voices in your head. Well, yeah, but that's beside the point. Now there's more of them. It's fine, Godric. It's just the heart of what could have been considered a crazy evil god. Or something that came very close to the power of one. Oh, is that all? Well, that reminds me of a story. No, Godric. So Godric took a little bit of damage, but I think we're going to be fine. We boosted his... Oh, sadness. Come on, Godric, it's nighttime. You're supposed to hold the advantage here. Anyway, we did boost Godric's HP a bit, so I think he'll probably be fine. Probably has about 40 left, I'd assume. Look this good when 600 years old. You will probably not. Or however Yoda says it. Godric's probably not 600 years old. You would assume perhaps wizards like Bowden and Ardra have probably extended their lives. In fact, Ardra has to have extended her life, right? Like, she's supposed to be somewhat old, right? I think? But she still has the appearance of beauty. To kind of insinuate that she's used magic to lengthen her own life. Bowden's got to be old. I don't know. How old does a wizard usually live? This really just depends on the fantasy. Typically longer than a normal human, though, right? Anyway, we're just gonna polish these guys off with Alaron's fire here. So I wonder what Godric can even do, because we aren't at Grania. We can't go teach him, you know, all of the skills he could potentially learn. So the skills he has are indicative of kind of his base talents, but his full potential is yet unlocked. So I suppose there could be a dragon, a sleeping dragon. Okay, I really should... I was trying to read spells and speak at the same time. Apparently I can't do that. Oh, just die, bandit boss. Yeah, but who knows, this isn't even Godric's final form. Alright, so we've got a cave. Oh. What on earth? Why is there music here? And a unique texture for a door? Okay. Huh. A pet rat? We're just gonna leave him be. What on earth is... Where are we, guys? Okay, so I don't think I've ever fully explored this area either, but I will say that I remember enough to know that this is not Ugarit. We are not in Ugarit. Ugarit is a giant desert. That is not where we are right now. And before you can even encounter anything in Ugarit, you need to make it past a gate. Of which we have done neither of those things. We're not in a desert and we haven't made it past a gate. So I don't think this has anything to do with the Jundar. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, is this a custom? Is this a unique floor for a battle screen? What is this location that we're in? Wow, that is a really pitiful cast. Alaron, buddy. That's okay, we won't have Rita cast because it'll be even worse. Maybe Lightning will be kinder to us. Nope! It's so funny, you have to be a higher level to cast Lightning, and it just feels inherently worse than Dragonflame. I mean, I say that, it's dealing more damage than Alaron's pitiful cast. But, like, there are those random occasions where Dragonflame rolls up higher, like in the 60s and 70s. I don't think we've ever seen Lightning do that. Again, perhaps it's that unique elemental resistance that I assume every enemy has? We could have... Does Rita have a high Sense Aura spell? Whoa, what is this? Tomb Rat, follower, 44 HP, level 4. Resistant to fire? What? Well, that would explain why Dragonflame was doing so little damage. Man, we should have been casting Sense Aura a long time ago. I feel kind of stupid. How high is it? Because I know that it says in the description of Sense Aura that the higher level it is, the more info you get. Oh, it's level 8. That's pretty high. May only be cast once on each target? Why is that relevant? Okay, let's give Rita level 10 in Sense Aura next time. So actually, we should expect on a regular basis for Lightning to deal more damage than Dragonflame against the Tomb Rats. Of course, the Fireball spell just seemed to deal like 50 anyway, probably just because of the raw power of the spell itself. Man, I was so excited this rat was gonna let us walk by. I thought we were gonna get out scot-free. Nope. Holy... Resistant to fire, my squire butt. I don't know if we've ever dealt 150 damage to something. My goodness. Resistant to fire. What does that even mean? Alright, let's beat this one with Rita's fire stick. Yeah. What? 103? I think you mean weak to fire, is what I think. What nonsense is this? Oh well. We maxed out Sense Aura, which I guess will be fairly useful for figuring out if people are resistant or not to something. Oh, Alaron, what do we do with you now that we've mastered your Wall of Bonesness? Being able to control zombies would be kind of cool. Control elemental. Yeah, we might as well just give him... Might as well just have him level up Control Zombie, I guess. I mean, I don't know how often we'll actually get to use it, but... For those rare instances when we run into Plague Zombies. Okay, so I honestly don't know how long this dungeon is, or if it's important. I know nothing. But I'm actually going to quit here for the day. So when we come back, we'll figure out what the heck is going on with this place. It's so bizarre. Why does it have its own music? Aidyn Chronicles barely has any music to begin with. Why would they give music to this place? Anyway, I suppose we'll find the answer to those questions in the next episode, so... Until then, it was a pleasure having your company. Thank you for watching. Hope you had some fun, and I'll see you in the next one.